everybody. Hope you all are well. My movie of the week is Do You Fear What I Fear? I had shared it on YouTube, but obviously somebody had, I guess, took the video down. But anyway, you can watch it on Lifetime, LMN. Do You Fear What I Fear? That's my movie of the week. It is a Christmas thriller. Once again, you can find it on cable TV, LMN, Lifetime. I asked you all a question about sending money by mistake to someone. My sister is very down right now about her birthday, which was December, 1st of December. She sent a coworker what she thought was $10, but she put in 100 Cash App, and she's supposed to be waiting for the money to come back. There was also an issue with the bank, a $50 hold or something. She was in a live stream. Anywho, I tried reaching out to her to see if she got the money back. She hasn't responded yet, but I wanted to make this into a live stream. You accidentally send someone money, but you sent the wrong amount. You sent more than what they asked for. The person asked for $10. My sister sent 100. Allegedly, she's supposed to be getting it back. I hope she does get it back because she's very down. She doesn't want to celebrate another birthday. She's been putting up these sad looking pictures compared to how she looked in 16, 18, 19 to 2025. And she's lying down looking sad. And I'm just like, don't post those pictures. I have not said it to her. But if she hears this live, she'll know I don't like those sad looking pictures. You know, pictures where, you know, Facebook will ask you then versus now, how you look. So how did you look December 16 versus December 16, 2025, whatever. Honey, you made a mistake. I made it years ago. They were requesting the money and I hit the yay button and then realized, wait a minute, they're asking for money. They weren't sending me the Cash App. So I went right back into Cash App and asked to have the money sent back. Okay? And they sent it back. They sent the $30 back. And I believe I ended up befriending this person because it was the same name. And I remember months later, I asked the person about that. I said, did you ask for money from me once through Cash App a while back? And she's like, oh, no. I said, well, what's weird is the same name of the person that requested the money, you have that same name. I think that girl was a little scammer anyway, and I ended up cutting her off. But take the poll. You accidentally send money. What do? Do you ask for it back? If you receive the money, do you send it back? I'm going to go to my community page because I put up a poll. So far, 5 people have voted. And I asked, would you resend the money back? And all 5 people said yes, they would send the money back. Because guess what? It's going to be bad blood. You working with that person, you feeling some type of way towards them because they haven't given the money back. And then you, the person who took the money, you got to walk past this person that you know did not intend to send you $100. So the best thing to do would be to give it back and be done with it. That where there's no harsh feelings, there are no issues. Now, some of you might say, well, that was my sister's fault. She typed in the wrong amount and it was free money. So take the poll on my community page and also comment here under this video because we're going to talk about Christmas gifts, Christmas giving in general. I've heard people over the years say they do not believe in giving their own children Christmas gifts, okay? I've heard a few people say that, mainly Black folks. I've heard a few Black people over the years as an adult say, well, they are grown, they are not children anymore. I'll buy for their children, you know, my grandchildren, but I will not buy a grown-up a gift, my grown child. Do you believe a parent should stop buying gifts for their children because they are over the age of 18? Tell me how you feel, and let me help you out. Poof, voila, go. Anywho, how do you all feel about Christmas giving, Christmas gifts to adults? Would you, as a parent, stop buying Christmas gifts for your adult children? I'd like to know. Or you feel like it's the season for Christmas, which we're supposed to be focusing on a little baby being born who came here to save the world, which is Jesus. But a lot of us have gotten, you know why I love gifts? Because I like things, like most average human beings. And I like giving. I'm a giver. I'm the type of person, I don't mind giving people things when I'm done with something or I want to buy them something. I have no problem with it. Just like in the late morning, I got up, I was up watching TV late this morning, and I decided to take some curtains off a curtain rod, some pink shears or mauve shears, and I just sat them right up there in the lobby on my floor. I had a long antenna. I sat that out there. I don't mind giving things away. If I don't need it, I'm not going to keep it. And as most of you know, I've moved, to this new apartment, and there's not much in here because I haven't gone out and gotten any new furniture yet. But I don't need a whole lot. I like nice things, but you understand what I'm saying? I don't need a whole lot. And if I have something that I don't need, I don't mind giving it away, passing it along, donating it. Hell, I might even throw it in the garbage can. But I thought I had, cut down everything that I wasn't going to bring with me. But those shears I didn't need because they were on a rod with two other panels. And the windows aren't that big. The window where I came from was much bigger in my bedroom. So I didn't need the extra panels and I didn't mind giving them to somebody. And many people who know me know I don't mind giving things to people. That's just who I am. I don't mind. If I don't need it, I'm not going to use it. What am I going to store it for? I'm not storing anything extra. I'm getting older and I just am not going to do it. Oh, thank you, Julia. Thank you so much, sweetheart. You can hear me echoing because I need some more things in here. And I feel bad because I got rid of a really nice shag rug because where I was living was very small and I got tired of the maintenance men coming in and out of my living space with their dirty ass shoes. And I kept saying, they're going to dirty this rug up because I kept having all these bathroom plumbing issues. And I always had to push the rug over or roll the rug over. And I just finally just threw it in the garbage can. Well, boom, look at it now. Months later, I get this nice apartment. I could have kept that damn rug. And I also could have kept my coffee table that I sold last winter. And I'm now having regrets about that coffee table because that was a beautiful gold and glass coffee table. It was round and I had been wanting that table for the longest. And I found it in Goodwill last year when I had moved to the older apartment. And now I don't have the shag rug or the coffee table. But that's okay. I'll get me another rug and I'll get me another coffee table. And this is a nice size living room. It's rather big. So I need something to ground the sound so my voice doesn't, so your voice don't echo in the apartment. And they always tell you that anyway. You put more things in a room, it grounds the sound to where your voice doesn't echo. So I need a rug to, keep the sound down. Hell, I need a lot of everything. Santa Claus needs to come by and give me some goodies. Santa Claus needs to come bring me some goodies because I am not too old for gifts. I'm going to go ahead and say that during this live stream. I like gifts. But seriously, you receive the money from your friend, relative, whomever, but it is not the amount that you asked for. It's more, do you send it back? I'm hoping my sister gets over this little mishap. And I get it, she was angry because, she had plans on her birthday and she had plans to spend. I don't see that she was dressed up. And usually, she dolls herself up. She does her hair and makeup and all that. But she's kind of down. She was down about that last week, about the sending a coworker extra money. And as I sent her a message, I said, this is just a minor mishap. Stop worrying about it. Ask for the money back, pray you get the money back, and celebrate your birthday every year and celebrate living every day because God got you here and you're alive. You have a job, you have a place to stay. Don't worry about it. And I get it. I understand she's angry, so I'm not trying to diminish her feelings because that was her birthday and it was a special day for her to, go out and enjoy herself. And that $100, she needed it. And naturally, the person's a little Christmas music. I said I was going to put I'm sitting in front of my big screen. I need to put some Christmas songs on because it's already the 8th of the month and I haven't played any Christmas music, played any Christmas songs. But to see if I play too much music, then it'll drown out what I'm watching in my bedroom. I'm sure you can see the flat screen in the background. I moved it. Yes, I moved my bed around last night because I realized where I had my TV, I was blocking the heating vent because we got these old time air conditioner units and heating units, and they've got a port going through the wall to a vent to my bedroom. And my dumb butt had my flat screen blocking that. And that really wasn't a good place to have the TV because, the TV, you don't want it near heat, a heating source. So I thought, oh yeah, you need to move the bed around anyway. But anywho, that's my latest dilemma, everybody. I like Christmas. I do. I think it's wonderful. The decorations, the people shopping, like where I live, I got a good area view of people coming and going to the mall and everything. And I like Christmas. And I'm thinking about going over to the mall. Just, go over there and just sit. I'm not going to be buying anything. I'm not going to be shopping. But I think I might just sit and just people watch. And I might go live and just film the people coming and going. What do you think? But seriously, do you like getting Christmas gifts? If you're an adult watching this live stream, you're over the age of 18. Do you like receiving Christmas gifts? Do you like receiving gifts, period? I think most people would say, hell yeah. Because there's nothing like knowing somebody thought about you. So just like I put in that short I made the other day, I want gifts 364 days of the year, not just Christmas. Let me make that clear. Yes, it's wonderful to get gifts for Christmas, but what about the other damn 300 some days? Hell, give me a gift in October, September, July, June. Let me know you thought about me, okay? Oh, Silent Night by the Temptations? Okay. I'm going to play some jazz, some Christmas music, but it's not going to be any music with a copyright. So hold on. Because you have to be careful playing stuff. Let me see. Christmas jazz. I used to go live and show you all the screens with the Christmas scene with the snow falling in the apartment sky, in the apartment with big windows and the snow falling. I really like playing that. I sure do. Let me see. Here go coffee jazz. Let me see what it's talking about. Sounds pretty good. And it's cute. It's a video that's got little snowmen and the Christmas tree and presents and 2 little coffee cups on a tray, wooden tray, with peppermints in them and cream and confetti and stuff. Sprinkles on top. It's a video I found on YouTube. I have to find something that won't have a copyright. You understand what I'm saying? Because if I play a certain song by an artist, if the video will have a copyright. So I found something that doesn't have any lyrics in it. That's a good idea. I think I'm going to play that after I get off this live. I'm going to play a little Christmas music. This don't sound like any Christmas songs I know. It's got 11 hours of it. I fast forward a little bit. I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting up here bored to death trying to figure out what to do. I think I'll make me another cup of coffee and make me some dinner. I slept in today because I stayed up late watching that crazy movie off of Lifetime. I finished it today. Oh gosh. You know those Lifetime movies are so dramatic. Okay, let's talk about this for just a second. I wanted to stay chipper. I don't want to talk about anything negative, but you think somebody has been in your apartment. You get evidence that somebody's been in your apartment. You put up cameras and see a man walking through your apartment, looking around with a baseball cap on, and you don't call the police. What the hell was wrong with this chick? I said, this is typical Lifetime drama. It's so melodramatic because you know that's crazy to put up cameras in your house. And then you go back and look at the feed and see a person walking around your house. And instead of you dialing 911, you're gonna go run out of this guy's apartment who's looking at the feed with you and go run back to your apartment and run through the apartment building looking for this mystery guy. Who does that? It is so crazy. I'm just like, can for once when they make these movies, these thrillers, scary movies, can you please act like you got some sense? But you know, they always say everybody don't behave the same in traumatic situations. But I think if I saw a camera in real time, that somebody's in my apartment, let's say I'm in my neighbor's and I'm looking at the feed on my laptop or whatever, and I see you walking around, I think I'm gonna dial 911. He's in my apartment right now. I'm looking at the camera, blah, blah. I'm not getting ready to go run in there and try to confront this person that's in my apartment. But I'm not gonna tell you who the person is that was secretly watching her. I'm gonna let you watch the movie. I'm curious to why the person took the video down, because I shared it last night for you all to watch this week, but you still can watch it anyway. It's called Do You Fear What I Fear? It's on Lifetime. Very interesting. So once again, I don't hear anybody responding about the Christmas gifts. Do you like Christmas gifts as an adult? I know I do. I don't have no problem with receiving. You think of me, I'm flattered. I'm flattered. Thank you, I appreciate it. Even if it's something that I don't really like, you know, it's still a thought, you know? I don't expect that I'll be getting any Christmas gifts from anyone. Everybody's like, what, you Queen, honey? Ain't nobody giving Queen no Christmas gifts. I'm Santa Claus, Mama Claus, Daddy Claus. Any Christmas gifts, it'll be I buy for I. Won't be nobody giving me nothing. Yes, I'm still going to try to get that Keurig. I want to thank one of the fans for the donation, Miss Lee, for the donation for the Keurig. I have not yet bought the Keurig yet. I'm still trying to decide what color I want in this kitchen because all the appliances are white. Fridge, stove, microwave is white. There's no color scheme in here. The cabinets are gray, handles are silver. I need a pop of color. So I saw lavender for a Keurig, green, gray, white, black. I don't want black. I really don't want white because, you know, white shows stains easily. I'm thinking of maybe the green. That might, you know, that's a little bit different. And I've never decorated with green in my kitchen. It's been years since I've had green as a decorator color. I had a green like velvet pillow years ago, or maybe silk color, but that was in my living room. But I might put green in the kitchen. I think green and blue goes together. Yeah, I've got to find me some colors to put in the room. Do you understand what I'm saying? I need some color because I've been doing everything black and white, black and cream. I need a third color on this wheel. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. I thought about gold or yellow. Black and white and yellow goes good. Just trying to do something a little different. Teal blue, teal green. I like that teal blue, teal green. I used to do everything turquoise years ago. If you watched me years ago, I used to have this color in my living room in the pictures. Then I got tired of that. But then now I kind of miss it because blue is tranquil, it's peaceful. Hello, Dawn. How are you? Happy holidays, sweetie. Thank you. Queen's just chilling. Decided to go live and talk about Christmas giving and Christmas gifts. I also asked you all about, in a short, if you get a Christmas gift and you don't like it, do you take it back? So we're going to talk about everything Christmassy. Do you take the Christmas gift back? You got the tag. Oh, you said I love hunter and olive green. Okay. Green was my grandmother's favorite color. And green is also the favorite color of Oprah Winfrey. She likes green. And green is nice, because it's all kind of shades of green. Just like there's all kind of shades of blue, teal blue, turquoise, navy. So I think that's what I want to do. I think I'm going to go ahead and, but then I don't know. Because you know what? I got a turquoise, what do you call it? Can opener. And another bottle opener that's turquoise, and they're hanging in the kitchen. And I don't know about that green. If I get a hunter green or an olive green cured, that'd be kind of clashing. I'd have to take those down because that wouldn't look good. Hell, I might just go on and get the damn white cured and be done with it. That way you can change. I don't know what I'm saying. Because you know what? I need kitchen dish towels, because those are black and white and they're old. They're a year old. I need to get some, a year and a half old, matter of fact. I need a rug. I think I can get a rug. I really don't like rugs. This one girl on YouTube, she talks about home decor, what you don't need in your house. And rugs is one thing she had mentioned. And she's telling the truth, because that's just something extra for you to have to clean, shake out. And people don't think about that. Rugs traffic a lot of dirt, stains, and that's just one thing extra for you to have to shake out, vacuum, sweep. You ain't got it, you ain't got to worry about it. So I may not do a rug in the kitchen because the kitchen is very small. So I'm just trying to think of what color I want to put in there. And the Keurig, I got to decide on the color Keurig I want. You know, when you go online, they come in all different colors. Now you go to the store, Walmart, Target, they only got a few colors. I think they got lavender at Target, if I'm not mistaken. I thought about lavender, I thought that'd be pretty. But then I thought about this too. Getting that Keurig, coffee is high, those pods are high. What, $5 a box for 10 pods? I drink at least 2 cups of coffee a day. That's not even a whole week's worth of coffee drinking with 10 pods. It's expensive. Then you multiply 5 times 4 weeks. It's $20+. That's too much money to be spending for coffee. When you can buy a can of coffee, ground coffee for what, 10 bucks? 8 to 10 bucks. Of course, you can still use the Keurig for ground coffee, but you understand what I'm saying. It just depends on, do you want to drink ground coffee or do you want to drink the pods? It's ridiculous. Everything's high. What y'all got going on out there? I said, let me go live. The fans haven't seen me in a couple days. I decided to go live. I wanted to talk about something, more festive, something depressing. I don't get tired of talking about depressing stuff. But this is a wonderful season. Oh, I don't even have a Christmas wreath up. I got a nail on that door outside. Somebody must have had it up there, before. I don't even have a Christmas wreath up. I need something festive outside. Put up something. I'm not doing no tree or nothing like that. Ain't got no extra money for all that extra decorating, but I'm gonna try to put up something. By the time I put up something, Christmas will be over. This year has gone by, has it not? Wow. It just seems like it was January, then spring. Now we're at the end of the year. This is so crazy how the time just flew on by. It's the reason why I was trying to tell my sister to not be upset about that money. And I understand, she's angry. She mistyped, $100 to the friend instead of $10. But like I told her, eventually you'll forget all about that, whether she gets the money back or not. And I hope, the person sends her the money back because that's the right thing to do, send the money back and be done with it. Frankly, I don't think I would send anybody any money if it was my birthday. That's just me. You understand what I'm saying? It's my birthday. Why am I giving somebody money on my damn birthday? I could have done it. Now, I don't know how close my sister is with this coworker, but if the coworker knows you and knows it's your birthday, they shouldn't even ask her for any money. That's my opinion. And the person hadn't been close enough to her to ask her for the damn $10. I ain't giving you nothing. My birthday. Hell no. I might give you $10 another day, but not on my damn birthday. I'm not. Or the day before my birthday. I'm not giving you no money, and it's my damn birthday. I should be asking you for $10. Hey, it's my birthday. Contribute to the birthday fund. And my birthday's next month. My birthday's at the end of January. So hell yeah, I'll be asking, hey, I need something for my birthday. I'm not giving nobody no money, and it's my birthday. That don't sound right. But my sister, she probably, is a giving person, but obviously it's bothering her because she keeps going live about it on Facebook. So, hopefully she'll be in better spirits. She'll probably be in a whole lot of better spirits when she get the damn money back. Because I know I just tried calling her and she wouldn't answer, so I don't know if she's at work or what. Hopefully she'll get it back. So this is nice, little music playing. Hey, I'm gonna put this on my TV. Turn this TV on and put it on, the Christmas screen, and let this music play real faintly. Just have a little Christmas music and a Christmas scenery on the TV. I like the jazz, so it's nice. It's soothing, I don't know what Christmas song this is, but it's like almost 12 hours of Christmas music. So that's a long time to play this video. It's called Smooth Holiday Coffee Jazz. Happy Bossa Nova Piano for Festive Winter Vibes. That's what it says. We'll see. Hopefully there won't be any coffee strike. You want to say coffee strike. There won't be no strike on the video with the music. It's uploaded 3 days ago. See what else they got going on. There's quite a few in here. You just have to check it out, you guys. If you decide you want to. Well, that's all I got going on. Absolutely nothing. Nobody's visiting, nobody's banging on the door, nobody's calling. Because a lot of people don't know where I live, and that's fine, but it's almost kind of lonely up here. I'm in this little skybox, and I don't know anybody in the building. I've seen one person that I do know of from years ago. I bumped into her one night. She acted like she didn't know who the hell I was. She didn't speak. She didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing either. But it is what it is. Nothing going on. It's chilly outside. It's about like 40 degrees outside. So it's a bit chilly. And I notice how cold it is. And I've got a little throw blanket at the door, to keep the draft out. But it's drafty in here. That's why I need to fill it up. Get some, get a nice rug to ground the sound and get some big boy furniture in here. Hell, furniture costs too, depending on what I'm looking for. I know what I want. I want 2 sitting chairs, table in the middle with a lamp. I got the lamps. and I want a sofa. We'll put a sofa on this wall, and I'll put 2 chairs on this wall. And I'll try to leave this TV catty corner in the corner because of the cords. The cable cord is over here where I'm sitting. And then there's an outlet a few paces over. So I'd rather just go ahead and leave the TV in this corner. Possibly. And get something bulky that can block, you know what I'm saying, the cords. I hate cords to be showing. I really wanted the TV in the middle of the wall. You know, on this wall in the middle. But then I thought about it. If I get 2 side chairs, where would they go? On either side of the console table? But then if you sit them on the side, the person can't see the TV sitting on the side. We'll get it together. We'll get it together. Oh, Trill, hey Trill, I can see you said red goes well with white and black and gold, red. I'm not a red girl. I had red years ago in the early 90s. They were heart-shaped pillows I bought from Big Lots. But other than that, I never decorate with red. I don't do red. I remember it was popular one time, you know, red appliances. Red microwave, red canisters, you know. As time goes by, we change. Everything changes. Like this lady, she did a video about black and white. I shared it to my community page. Check it out. She was saying the black and white is out. Like how they decorate the houses now. They're black and white. The inside with the black case windows. I like that look, quite frankly. I liked it when I didn't even know it was popular. I was seeing all these home decor videos and the windows inside were encased in black, painted black inside of the window seal. I love that. I love it. That would never get old to me personally. Now, she's talking about the black finishes, faucets black, shower head black. She says that's all out. The houses are white, outside trim is black. I like that. I don't know, it's something about it I like. Just like I always like stucco. I always like white stucco, cream stucco. It's always attractive to me, homes. I live in an apartment, so I got to work with what they gave me. Silver handles on gray, cabinetry. Queen ain't about to change nothing. It's a nice apartment. I'm leaving it the way they gave it to me. I'll just put my own little touches on it, you know, little furniture here and there, a little color, pop of color. You know, my door is navy blue. I'm looking at my front door because the building, you know, they got it on blue, but the door is blue, navy. It's interesting. And I just so happened to realize I've got this blue and gray throw down here at the door that somebody kind of left. Cowboys throw, but I guess they didn't want. So guess what? I'm using it for to keep the door warm. I said, I ain't gonna throw it away. I washed it and folded it up, put it right there in front of the door to keep the draft from coming in. There you go. I ain't throwing away nothing. And it just so happens to be navy and gray. Dallas Cowboys. Ain't nothing going on. I've got this, you know those body pillows they make? I got this one that's mint green on one side, and then the other side is pink, purple, and something else, a little bit of green. And I'm thinking about getting rid of that. I put that in my bedroom because I had found it. Somebody left it out and I washed it at the old building. And it's nice to lie on. You know, when you're lying in the bed, you want to maybe lean to the side, you want something soft to lie on. But it's not really my color scheme. And then my neighbor, she gave me some mauve sheer panels. So it kind of went with that, but it's not really my color, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I got rid of those mauve sheers last night. I don't need them because the windows are small. I don't need a lot of curtain panels on the rod. And I can't get the rod up. I tried putting it over the blind thing. Oh Lord, that's a disaster. It's my second time trying. And I said, oh my God, if you fall out this chair, Queen, you're gonna be in a wheelchair. So my big butt climbed up in the chair, trying to put it back up there today, the curtain rod, it won't stay up there. You know, that's all I can lightly put it, you know, lean it up there, it won't. So now I gotta go buy some sticky hooks, like what I had at the last apartment, and put up there so I can rest the rod on there. I was like, oh, more money to spend. You can't get out from spending money on stuff. It's just always something you gotta spend money on. But this pillow I got, I don't know if I want it or not. I mean, it's soft. You know, it's a bed pillow, body pillow, but it's not my color. I don't even know why I took it in the first place. To me, you know what? It looks like something for a child's room, a little girl's room. The mint green, pink, purple. It's mint green on one side, the soft side, and then the side with the fuzzy fabric is purple, pink, and I think mint green. It's too girly. It's more for a girl's room than a grown woman's room. I don't know. I'm just talking and rattling. Hello, Princess. How are you? Merry Christmas. This is just a laid-back video today that you anticipated. Would you ask for the money back? If you received the money, would you send it back? That's what we're talking about. Christmas gifts for adults. A lot of people don't believe old for Christmas. I'm gonna tell you, oh, you mean? Nobody is too old for Christmas. Jesus came to the world. They brought him gifts as a baby in a manger. Never did he say you too old to receive anything. So there's no such thing as too old to receive a gift. Never heard of such. I mean, you can go buy yourself something if you want to buy yourself something. You treat yourself to something or more. But I don't believe in child is grown. I won't buy my child a Christmas gift because they're an adult. I don't believe in that. I think you should buy people a gift because it's Christmas. If you celebrate it, you want to celebrate Jesus' birthday. You want to celebrate the holiday of gift giving. Then you give a person a gift, no matter how old they are. If they're 80 years old, if they're 30 years old. I don't think like that. And like I said, we should be giving gifts all through the year. That's my opinion. Think about a person. There's nothing wrong with thinking about somebody. Hey, she needs a pair of slippers or a scarf or mittens or a toaster, a blender, a comforter. That's the kind of person I am. You need stuff 365 days in a year. So it should be no special day, Christmas. Oh, let me go buy her a washing machine. Let me go buy her a dryer. And I'll be truthful with you. I don't want you buying me no big appliance like that for Christmas. I gotta wash clothes every day. You understand what I'm saying? So if I had a husband and he said, oh, I'm gonna buy you a washing machine for Christmas. What you mean, me? You live with me. Aren't you gonna be using the washing machine? So how's it a gift just for me? Now some woman might be happy she getting a washing machine for Christmas or a dryer. You give me the dryer in November, October. We still gotta wash clothes them other months. You know I'm a mess. I'm good. How you doing, Latifah? How are you, sweetheart? Dawn says he doesn't buy me anything now. I get a card and phone call. I'm happy with that. Who are you speaking of? Your father or your boyfriend? Who are you speaking of? Bumbleweed, how you doing? Say give all year. Well, because that's how it should be. It should just be this one day we say, oh, we're gonna give somebody a Christmas gift. And then some of you don't like to spend no money. You ain't put no thought in it. Yeah, I'm gonna go and say that too. Some of the little gifts be right. And then some of y'all rewrap gifts that somebody else gave you and give them people. Oh, your father, okay. Oh, you get a card. Does he put any money in it? Because usually people give grown people money because they know a lot of us are hard to shop for. So a lot of people have been doing that, giving people money. It just makes it easier. That way you're not out there walking around, spending all your time looking for a special gift, and then the person gets it and they really don't like it. They throw it in the closet or they give it away. You know what I'm saying? So gift cards, we'll talk about that. She said, my husband can't shop if it saved his life. Oh, you're married. I didn't even know you were married. No, okay. Ooh, honey. Oh, honey, I got a man that can shop, baby. I want a man that can shop. I want a man that can look at me and say, oh, Queen, I like that. I know what Queen likes. That's what I'm looking for. A man who can look at me and say, I know what she likes. He can go in the store, go in the mall and say, Queen, I like that. I'm gonna get that for Queen. Yeah, I don't believe in a man, he don't know what I like. Not trying to be funny, but I'm just saying. What the hell was I trying to say? I forgot what the hell I was gonna say. You know my memory's bad, man. But gift giving. People want to be thought of all through the year. That's my point. Think of me when it's not Christmas. Valentine's Day. Hell, I don't get Valentine's Day gifts. I have to treat myself Christmas year. Thank that I have a boyfriend who is expensive. He got me a McLaren on my birthday. Even my parents are jealous, especially my mom. Okay. Oh, what is that, Latifah? After 9 years together, you would think he's not a shopper. He'd rather give me the cash and let me loose. Oh, okay, I got you. But you know, it still would be nice for a person to know your taste and say, okay, I think Dawn would like this. Come on now. I mean, everybody loves money, but to go in the store and pick out something means you really put some thought into pleasing me and getting me something that you think I would like. You know, I don't want to be with a man who don't want to pick out nothing. He don't want to shop. He don't want to buy me even a bottle of perfume, or he's around me enough. He should know what I like. If I like something sweet, if I like something with a musk smell or flowery, or, I mean, come on. If I like jewelry, he look at the jewelry I wear, he can say, okay, she likes big jewelry, she likes small jewelry, she like diamonds, she like rubies, she like costumes, she like real. If you're with a person every day, you should see what they like. That's just me. I think I'm one of the few individuals who like bath sets, perfume, stuff like that. It's something I can use. Who knows? I might find a new scent brand, self-care items as well. Okay. She says, I'd let him give you a gift card or whatever you want, but the key is just agreeing with him. Oh, I see. Okay, I let him give a gift card. It's just me left with kids, grandkids, and great-grandkids. They buy me things, but mostly they help me day to day. If I need something, they treat me all year long. Bumbleweed, I'm glad you said that, because that's what I want to hear. People who are taking care of people, thinking of them. She says, I enjoy their time more than the gifts. I get it, especially if you're a little older. This is what you would appreciate. It's the time with your friends and family. And then some people still say, I don't care, I'm older, I still want a damn gift. Everybody's different. But it's just to be thought of. As I said, there are people who always need something. We all need something. If somebody called today and said, Queen, what you doing? Are you hungry? Would you like to go out to eat today? Would you like to go to lunch? Would you like to go to dinner? I'm not getting ready to turn down no food, as you can see. And if I was a smaller person, I wouldn't turn it down. I want to turn it down if, let's say, I'd already eaten. But if I haven't eaten, you go to lunch, or you say, hey, what you gonna be doing around 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock? I'd like to take you to dinner. I'd like to take you to the movies. You wanna go see a movie? Sure. What's wrong with that? Nothing. Now, one thing I've learned about wealthy people, they don't worry about people buying them expensive gifts or really nice gifts because they already have the money. And if you've ever watched famous people, wealthy people, especially women, and they may be on a show, a talk show, or a video where they're filming their house, what they're getting for Christmas, they'll get gifts like espresso maker, coffee maker, and it might be expensive because they have money. But it's really an everyday item. It's not really a special item, a coffee maker, espresso maker. But to them, somebody, the husband buys it for them, they're ecstatic because it don't really mean nothing because they can already buy anything they want. Fancy clothes, shoes, cars, this and that. So the husband comes home and say, hey, I bought your espresso maker for Christmas. Well, she's excited because they already got money. It's no big deal. Now, some of you might say, oh, I'll take the espresso maker for Christmas. You know, I guess it all depends on what you like and your expectations. Okay, let me go down here. You said, is it just me, or even though I am semi-poor with a rich boyfriend, but tell me why when I go to Costco, I don't know how to spell it, but you know what I mean. What about when you go to Costco? Oh, a field trip. Okay. And Bumblebee talks about going to the basketball games. Okay. Well, let me tell you something. I like everything. I like jewelry, clothes, shoes, perfume, bath splash. Really, I'm a bath splash person. I don't care for designer perfumes. Give me a bath splash because perfumes stain your clothes. Bath splash, you can spray it on your clothes, your body, no big deal. I like a little bit of everything. I like a nice comforter, sheets, pillows, bath towels. I don't discriminate. I like nice things. So I understand what you're saying about going to the store. Nice things, it don't matter what it is. I like going to the grocery store. I don't like the task itself. I like the fact that I can get the food, get what I like, bring it home, munch, snack, whatever. My drinks, same thing. You know, and most of you know I drink a little alcohol. So I get me a little drink. Oh yeah, I'm in good spirits. I'm already ready. I'm feeling festive. It's called being comfortable. Bumblebee says I'm easy to please too. Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Because a lot of us aren't easy to please. Some of us, are a little, get a little snazzy about what we like. But everyone is entitled to his or her choice, what they like as far as food, clothes, shoes. But it's also not good if you're not living within your means and you're expecting all this high dollar stuff. Because one thing I tell people you have to remember is that all these things that we desire with name brands, they still are made in foreign countries and probably sold by a child. China, India, Malaysia. It's mass produced. Haven't you seen things that you bought on TV? Do you know how many times I've looked at things that I own on a TV show? The sunburst mirror back there. You know how many times I've seen that mirror on a soap opera, on a movie? I have. That means it's mass produced, that mirror. And did you know that big old mirror is plastic? It's not even wooden. It's not even metal. Okay? I found that mirror years ago. Everything's mass produced. That's why it doesn't mean anything by buying certain things because somebody else has it too. You think it's so special because you went out and bought mass produced. That's why I don't get excited about clothes and stuff, shoes anymore. I just don't. Because somebody else is also wearing the same item. So it's like, it's not really that special. That's why designers make only a certain amount of their purses, their shoes. Do you understand? And I've heard that before, especially with like the handbags. They might only make 200, 100 of the handbags. Maybe even 100 of the handbags. So there's gonna be a whole lot of people walking around with the same Birkin bag. And them Birkin bags, they were very expensive back in the day. You got that kind of money, 10,000 or more to pay for a purse. Come on now. I'm not about to give nobody $10,000 for a handbag. And definitely ain't about to give you $30,000 for a handbag. Hell, the Rolex back in the day used to cost about what, $30,000? That's a lot of money. Just for a damn purse. Okay, hold on a minute. I'm overdue for a pedicure. I need to go this week. Ooh, I do my own feet, Dawn. Trying to go through all y'all comments. He said, I want you to give me an advice on what should I get for my grandma on Christmas because she has been going through a hard time and it might be her last Christmas. So I want her to be very happy and remember. Well, what is she like? Dawn says, give her a blanket with her picture on it. Hello, music. I'm a simple person. I hate handbags and shoes. I paint special rocks for my friends. They all love them. I add a lot of time and then, okay. Well, what is she like? Is she older? Does she stay cold a lot? Maybe, something nice, warm she can wear, like a nice robe, because as people get older, they stay cold. So a robe, pretty robe, maybe with her initials on it, that'd be nice. A nice picture by a pretty frame. with you and grandma in the picture together. You got a nice picture of you and your grandma. Give her that. Give her something, a pretty frame. You know, make it, wrap it real nice. Put her a little trinket or something in there, like a little bracelet. You don't have to be no expensive bracelet, you know, because I understand that she's getting older and you're worried about, you know, maybe her passing. Just get her a nice little trinket bracelet with her initial on it. That way, every day she can look at the bracelet. You know, a lot of older people like that, and some of us young people, we like trinkets because we can look at it every day. That's why I like jewelry, because you can look at it. Oh, look at that pretty bracelet. Oh, you know, like this right here. I wear this all the time. In every video you see me, I usually have this bracelet on. Do you know I got this from a thrift store, and I wear this bracelet as if it's a $1,000 bracelet. I don't get attached to stuff. This ring, I believe, came from the same store. It's a costume ring. I wear it all the time because I like big jewelry. I'm a big girl, so I like big jewelry. You know, it stands out because, you know, I got long fingers. A little ring wouldn't look as attractive. But I wear my things as if it came from the Royal Palace or out of a gold mine. That's how I view my items. And I tell people that when they come to my house. That's why I'm real funny about people respecting my things. I like my things. I don't care where it came from. I don't care whose name is on it. I don't care where I bought it or if it was given to me. It's mine. And I respect my things. So that's why you are never going to come to the Queen's house and see her clothes on the floor, shoes thrown about. Hell no, I don't play like that. Okay? Just like I went in that closet. Since I moved here, I've redone the linen closet and my dress closet, which is in my bedroom. I took the shoes and put them in this long plastic bin and stuck them in there real neat. That way I can pull the whole plastic bin out and pull a shoe out instead of digging for a shoe sitting in the floor. Because I'm real funny about how things are set up. I don't like really shoes on the floor. That's just me. Because to me, that's extra dirt and dust. You got to vacuum and sweep at some point. I put the shoes in a container. And they all fit neatly in that container. It's a long container I bought from Walmart a few years ago. I stuck all the shoes in there because I was going to get rid of the container. And my spirit said, no, don't throw that container away. See if all your shoes will fit in there. So now, guess what? Got all this space, closet. Instead of swimming through clothes to look for shoes on the floor, you just pull the container out and pull a shoe out. Because I really don't like shoes on the floor, and I got shoes in this front closet. That's my winter closet, this front closet here in the hall. Entryway, rather. I'm gonna find another plastic bin for those shoes too. And try to see if I can maybe get 2 bins and put a set of shoes in one and the little boots in the other. I just don't like rambling through stuff. That's one of my mother's favorite words. You're rambling through my stuff. I don't like digging through stuff to find nothing. I don't care if it's a junk drawer. Just like I found this little plastic thing. I think my neighbor gave it to me before she moved to Arizona. It was a little, you know, the little plastic things with the little drawers. They got the wheels on it. Honey, that thing came in so much. It came in handy. I got all of my junk stuff in that little thing. Batteries, light bulbs, pens. In this front utility closet. I love it. Pull out the little drawer, pull out your light bulb, pull out your batteries, whatever. It's all neatly tucked away, and it ain't in cabinet drawers messy. I don't like digging for stuff. That's just a pet peeve of mine. I don't like digging through stuff. When she see the picture, she will remember me. Yes, yes, yes. I used to make calendars and give fun pictures. You can pick picture of the month. It's a great gift. Everyone needs a wall calendar. Yeah. But then, Don, where are you going to put the wall calendar? See, I'm funny about calendars on the wall. I got a calendar from the bank the other day. Oh, no, not the other day. I have to go. Left it in my friend's car. And I said, damn, I ain't got the calendar for 26. But then I thought, where was I going to put it? I ain't got nowhere to sit it. You know, I'm funny about leaving stuff out. Here I'm OCD. Don't pay me no mind. But that is a good idea. The calendar with the pictures. That's nice. I don't know if she can read. She forgot how. Oh, wow. Okay. She She forgot how to read and write. She only talks. Wow, how old is she? Oh, Lordy, she said that's sad. Well, that's the whole thing about life. You don't ever know what shape you're going to be in. And I keep telling people that. And a lot of young people don't seem to understand that. You're going to get older too. See, a lot of young people think they're going to live forever. That's why they wild out and do all this crazy stuff, erratic behavior and impulses. You're going to get older one day. You may not be able to walk, talk, see, jump, hop, skip, sit up in your bed. You don't ever know where you're going to be. This is why you need to live your life to the fullest. Try to treat people right. Try not to break the law. Try to live a fruitful life. And that's the one thing people don't understand. Life really can be good if you in the right circumstances. And I used to hear people tell me that all the time. Oh, it's what you make it, it's what you make it. And I used to always, beat myself up about, not having this or having that or having a nice car or having a nice job or having a nice place to live. And sometimes, I would dwell on it. I let this shit bother me. And it would bother my spirit to where it was affecting my attitude, my disposition. And I don't care what nobody says. When you are in a place where you are happy and content, it helps. It helps to be in a good space. It helps to have a place to live, a nice place. It helps to have a nice car so you can drive, get around. It helps to have food in the refrigerator, a comforter on your bed, a bed. You see where I'm going with this? It helps to have those things because they make you happy. And I get it. You may live somewhere where you really don't want to live. People say, oh, you're ungrateful. But you don't know if it's affecting a person's spirit or not. A lot of people live in places that aren't the best. Might be unsanitary. Hell yeah, that will bring their spirit down. You're not in their predicament, so you don't know. We do let things bother us, and I know we shouldn't, but sometimes you can't give advice because it's not your journey. You know what I mean? Like where I'm at now. I like where I'm at. It's nice, but guess what? I'm by myself. So me being alone is really no different than when I was at the other little dumpy ass apartment. I was alone there too. You understand what I'm saying? Even though I had a few people I could talk to, but they weren't really people I really wanted to converse with all day. They were just people you just make mediocre conversation with something to do. But now I'm in this place. I don't know the people. I'm not trying to get to know them because I already see they're nosy as hell. They're already asking me, are you new? Are you new? What difference do it make? Just say hello, good afternoon. You ain't got to see me to know if I live in the building or not. I said, I've been here a while, and I have been here a while. And I want to have somebody around me. So you can be in a good place, which I've been crying and asking God for, but I'm still by myself. And I was thinking about that today. It'd be nice to have some company, but good company. Not the company that I had recently. That's a whole nother story. It's the holiday season. This is a season where people tend to be more depressed, suicidal, down. Maybe they don't have a good relationship with their friends, their family. They ain't speaking to their mama, their sister. And you start thinking about that. Maybe I should call. Maybe I should write a letter. Maybe I should email. Maybe I should text. Then you have to think, why did we fall out in the first place? But it's the holidays. And people do get lonely. So like you're saying, spend time with a person because they want that. And you should want that even if you're not elderly. Somebody to call you. How you doing? You need anything? I was thinking about you. What's wrong with that? Then there's days you may not want to be bothered. You don't want to talk to somebody on the phone. That's okay. But there's nothing wrong with a call, nothing wrong with lunch, nothing wrong with dinner, nothing wrong with a visit, nothing wrong with a gift. That's what I'm talking about. Life is short. And it's too short to be by yourself. I don't care what nobody says. I'm a loner. I stay to myself a lot. But it's not to say that I don't like being around people, because most of you know I will go out this door and put my heels on and doll myself up and hit them streets in a minute. I'm lonely lately. And I'm telling myself, my goodness, I'm getting older. I'm not getting younger. I'm not 20 anymore. I'm not 30. I'm not 40. I'm 55. The end of January 26. And that's scary because now I'm getting closer to 60. And I didn't anticipate still living in an apartment at this age, still being single at this age, not being married, not having the finances I want. You know what I'm saying? You think about those things. You especially think about the things as you get older. That's why I tell young people, you better get it together, honey, because you're thinking you're going to live forever and fly like an eagle. No, you're not. Your wings can get clipped real quick. You better plan. You better have a damn good plan. And then you can plan and things still go wrong. You understand? But it's good to have a plan. One plan is stay out of trouble, save your money, get your education. Because sometimes you can't go back, you know? I live where I do now. I live where I do now for 24 years. I lived here 2 years before I talked to anyone. Wow, that's okay. Even though I have the money, thanking God for, but I live in a different state from my family. And I just live with my boyfriend because some family members don't like me. So I hate making problem with my, the older you get, the quicker the time goes. Yeah, it's very true, Bumblebee. With my family, my boyfriend, family hate me, so I spend it alone. My goodness. That's very true. As you get older, it does go by fast. Because I'm sitting here looking at my life now saying, oh my gosh, I can tell the story of childhood to 54. And I'm fortunate that I can be able to say that. With all the hurdles, the bumps in the road, the tragedies, the loss, the deaths, I'm still here. I'm probably the last of the Mohicans. My parents are deceased. You know what I'm saying? Grandparents deceased. My parents are deceased. It's a scary thing. I'm just basically here by myself. It is what it is. What is the one thing that means a lot to you from childhood? Oh, wow. Growing up in the city, growing up in Chicago, many of you probably heard me talk about my life growing up in Chicago. I have good memories. I grew up on the south side of Chicago in the inner city. I lived in a 3-flat apartment building with 6 apartments. And my godmother lived on the 3rd floor. She was very close to me and my family. I would stay with her. Well, my mother had to run errands and do things. Mrs. Black, she's no longer living. She lived a long time. I was best friends with her grandson, Tommy. And those are my best memories. Is going to Mrs. Black's house, you know, playing with Tommy, because he stayed with her through the week, because we both went to private school. We both went to the same private school. And his parents would get him on the weekends. And we went to school together, walked to school together, we played together. We played outside together with the other kids. We ride our bicycles, big wheels. Those are my best memories. Childhood, yeah. Growing up in the city, I mean, it's hard to even explain to people, you know, that live here in the South. It's a different life growing up in the city, especially back then in the 70s, early 80s, you know what I'm saying? It was a beautiful time. It's not like now. It's totally different now. We are just, what's the word I'm looking for? We're just, I don't know, out of touch. That's what's sad to me, is that we're out of touch with what life was like then. We were, even in the city, we were friendly, we were more caring, we looked after each other. We may have fought as children, but we make up. It's not like that now. Kids fall out with each other. Now they want to go get a pow pow. The parents get involved and they want to fight the other parents. It wasn't like that when I was a kid. Yeah, everybody's hot-headed and pop off and want to beat people up and do crazy stuff. It's totally different. I miss those days. I really do. Do you have some photos with them when you were a child? With Tommy, I do. I've got pictures of him at my birthday parties because I always had birthday parties when I was a kid, and my mother would invite friends over for my birthday parties, and I'll post some of those pictures of me and Tommy at my birthday party. Yeah, I got pictures of us when I was little. Birthday parties. He was my best friend. I tried looking him up on Facebook, but I didn't find him. A lot of people don't do Facebook. We get wrapped up into that internet stuff and just think that everybody's doing it. Everybody isn't, because I came to social media in 18, spring of 18, got on Facebook, IG, but there are a lot of people who are not on IG and Facebook. There are a lot of people that don't watch YouTube. They don't do TikTok. They don't do X. They don't do any of that. And frankly, I can even say that if I was not up here on YouTube or didn't have the IG, Facebook, I still would feel whole to some degree without it. I don't have to have it. Like, I really don't go through any of my Facebook friends' profiles, pages to see what they're talking about. I may just open up a notification if they posted something, but just every day scrolling through people's profiles and their pages, I don't do that. And I'm sure some people be like, really? You don't? No, I don't. I don't even know what the people got going on because I don't go look. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all about this network here. And with the true crime nonsense, you can get yourself too wrapped up into that. You lose focus. And I'm not trying to be one of those people to where every day I'm flipping pages on IG, Facebook, trying to see what the people talking about and comment. Do you know how long it takes just going through hundreds and hundreds of people profiles and their pictures? Depending on how many friends you got. You got people who got 1,000-something friends. So imagine trying to go through 1,000-something profiles every day. What would you have time for? Nothing. I don't want to live like that, and I'm not going to. And like I said, if I wasn't doing this YouTube, honey, it wouldn't mean anything to me. It wouldn't bother me in the least. I watched YouTube after my mother passed away in September 2014. So that's how I came to YouTube. I used to just sit and look at the decor videos. I didn't look at anybody's channel and or what they were talking about as far as true crime and any of that. I only watched YouTube for home decor videos. And then in 19, somebody said, oh, you should do YouTube since you like acting and you want to be in TV and things like that. Start your own channel. So that's what I did. And then I started making content every day. And then I built up a little following. And then I heard about a little black girl missing in Alabama, Cupcake. And that's how people came to know me. You don't stay in touch. I don't know why I never got Tommy's phone number. It's been some years since we've seen each other. I would like to see him though. I really like to see him. He said, why don't you put that photos online and ask about him? You don't know, he might recognize you someday. Oh, yeah, that's true. But I'll probably do that later on tonight. I'll go in and see if he's on Facebook. I'm sure his sister is. His sister's probably on Facebook. I probably could find her and she could reach out to him for me. I think his baby sister's on Facebook. Look at you, Miss Latifah, trying to get me all riled up and reconnected with my old neighbor's schoolmate. But he was such a nice little boy growing up. He was such the sweetest little kid. And he grew up to be a nice young man. He went to college. Yeah, he went to college. I think he went to Southern University, Southern Illinois. He went to Southern Illinois. He was always a nice kid. Such a nice kid. He said, can you show us the photos? I really want to see it. Girl, I have to get up. And then you're going to make me get up and go. Out. Oh my goodness. Maybe the next slide. He sounds nice and you sound pure. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, Tommy was a sweet kid. He was such a quiet little kid. He was so nice. Let me tell you something. I'm going to share a story with you. I ain't going to hold you up because I'm already an hour in. When we were younger, my mother, or Mrs. Black, his grandmother, I think, had sent us to the store. Yeah, I think she sent Tommy to go get a gallon of milk from the grocery store up the street. Chris's was up the street from us, under the L. So we were walking up the sidewalk. It was winter. And these boys come up and hassle him, like, give me your money, give me your money. And we were, like, we don't got any money. We don't got no money. And they punched Tommy. And he slid under the car. Oh my God, it was horrible. And I'm screaming and hollering. These old men were standing around like a little bonfire in an old tin garbage can. They came running, said, leave those kids alone, leave those kids alone. And they took off running, those boys. They came and helped Tommy up, pulled him up out the snow, whatever. We dusted him off and everything. And he was crying and I was crying. And oh my God, I think we still ended up going to the store, but it was horrible. But the thing about it was, those old men who were standing around that bonfire, they saw what was going on with us and they ran to help us. That is the Chicago I miss. Even though that was a terrible, scary situation for two small children, it's the fact that some people were watching and they ran to our aid and those boys took off running. So you see, there's always somebody watching. God made sure that somebody was watching over us that winter day. But I can think of his nickname. But he was just crying and crying because Tommy was a little bitty person. He was shorter than me. And as cute as a button. And he was just bawling because it was scary. They had punched him, they hit him. And he was just crying and crying. And those older men was like, you're okay, buddy, you're okay. They're gone now, don't worry. We're gonna watch for y'all to go to the store. Y'all go ahead and go to the store. We'll be watching to make sure, of course we had to go out of sight to go to the store, but that never happened again, I must say. So, living in the city is scary. There's a lot of scary things naturally took place in Chicago in the 70s, the 80s. Violence is everywhere. But it still was nice to know that's the type of camaraderie we had in the city when I was growing up in the 70s. Yes, he's younger than me. Tommy's a year younger than me. A year or two younger than me. That's the type of camaraderie we had growing up in the city. People were always looking out for the children. Even if the children were fighting, arguing, there'd be somebody to break it up, bust it up. We looked after each other. I miss the hood. I miss the neighborhood. I miss the people, the parents, the elderly people. There was a big parking lot that used to sit right in front of my apartment building. It was vacant for many years. Even when I went back to Chicago in 2014, to bury my mother, that parking lot still vacant. No store, no businesses, nothing had been built in that parking lot, which I found very strange. But anyway, we used to play over there. We used to play softball. We used to ride our bicycles, big wheels. We used to strap the bicycles and the big wheels together. Honey, we were some savvy kids growing up in the 70s. We would get some tie strings and stuff and make us like a train with the radio flyer wagon. We would tie big wheels to that with strings and pull each other. riding the bicycles and the radio flyers with the big wheels. Honey, we were some crafty children growing up. I ain't lying. Why don't you live in Dubai? Or I go there for vacation. It's really safe and pretty. Girl, Dubai. I ain't got no Dubai money. I have a cousin, my cousin's sister. She's very worldly. She lives in Atlanta, and she travels all the time. She's always showing pictures of her going somewhere on an island, and one of her trips was to Dubai. Sure was. I remember seeing it on Facebook, and it looks like she had a really nice time. She takes really nice pictures. She's very pretty. She's very photogenic, Miss Pilar, and she's always going somewhere, traveling somewhere. I'm not trying to live nowhere but the United States of America. I ain't about to go live nowhere else, baby. I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna stay here in the U.S. I really enjoy talking to you all. No, it's cheap, actually, not that expensive. I went to America and I paid a lot more. Well, I might one day if I get the opportunity, I'll go to Dubai. You know, I really want to go to the UK. That's one place I would like to visit. You know, I love the Brits, so I'm partial to the British people. So I watch a lot of British content. As most of you know who follow me on this network, I watch a lot of British TV, mysteries, their decor shows, so home decor shows. I like watching a lot of British content. And I would love to visit the UK. I really, really would. That's one place I would like to go. But you know, my only thing about going anywhere overseas is the fact that I have to be airborne a very long time. And I do not want to fly for 10, 12 hours, 13 hours nowhere. That's just too damn long for me. My feet swell and I just can't see sitting in that seat that long. That's just, you know, flying here in America is one thing from one end of the country to the other. Getting off, getting your luggage, or going over here, and going through the tunnels and going through airports, waiting to get on the next flight. But sitting still for 10, 12 hours, ooh. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not afraid to fly, but you are talking about flying over a lot of Wawa. I don't know about that. Long-winded flying over water, long-windedly, maybe not. If you had a lot of money, what would you do with it and where would you go? You asked me a lot of questions. What would I do with it? Money? Well, if I had a substantial amount of money right now, I would probably buy me, no, I'm not gonna say probably. I would buy me a brand new car, buy me a truck, buy me an SUV, probably buy 2 cars. It's always good to have a spare, as my daddy used to say. And I'd buy me a house. That's what I do. I'd buy me a nice rancher. Buy me a nice 1-level home. A car and a home, that's what I'd buy. And then I would decorate my home, all new furnishings. I'd also make sure my debts were paid. And once the debts are paid, the house is furnished, I would take me a trip to treat myself. I sure would. Oh, hell yeah, I definitely do that, honey. After I done paid everybody I owe and set the house up, nicely furnished, have it secure, make sure I have, you know, security system, all of that would be in place, I would get the hell out of Dodge. I'd go somewhere and relax and know, God willing, that when I got back from my trip, I got me a nice home to come home to and just relax. I would just, oh my goodness, good girl. I get goosebumps just thinking about that. Because that would be wonderful. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't want to, you know, back in the day when I was younger, I could climb stairs in a house. But now that I'm older, you know, I have to think about my health and climbing stairs and going downstairs and basements, things like that, I would get a one-level house. I wouldn't even get a house that had a basement because it's pointless. Because, you know, as you get older, you don't know what situation you're going to be in. You don't want to have rooms that you're not going to be able to access. So I would get like a one-level rancher, maybe a few steps, like a room that could be, you know, a day room, a TV room, something like that. But it would still be like one level. And it would be a nice size one level. It ain't gonna be no little small, too small. But, you know, nice enough to where the rooms are spacious, you can get around. And I will probably have an open concept. I like that open concept to some degree, you know. And live, honey. Baby, I would live. Do you hear me? Oh my goodness. That'd be wonderful. Sure would. No swimming pool, because I don't swim. But I would like to have a nice little, you know, little yard, little spacious yard. Don't have to be nothing grand, just, you know, nice enough to sit out, have patio furniture, and, you know, set it up real nice with greenery and different spots on the lawn where you can sit and enjoy yourself. I've been to Germany. I went to London and Scotland twice. Ooh, you fly at night, watch movies or sleep. It isn't bad, really. Oh, okay. How long was the flights to each place? Yeah, I'd love to go to Scotland too. That'd be nice. All of those places. Ireland, Scotland would be on that bucket list. The UK, London, all those places. I would love it. It's great talking to you. I had a lot of fun. I like your stream. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Thank you. You can reach me on IG if you need to. Oh, 8 hours? Okay, 8 hours. BigSexy.71. I was going to tell you to hit me up on IG. You could have talked to me a little bit, you know, on the live stream, because I don't have the StreamYard up today where you could call in. I'm just streaming from my phone right now. Bye, baby. Any of you want to reach me for commentary on what I talk about on this network, any stories, you can reach me at Big Sexy. You'll see me. My hair is dark. One of the pictures, it's got dark hair. You know, I was changing my hairstyle, so thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, Latifah. Thank you for joining me. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday season. If you celebrate Christmas, if you don't celebrate Christmas, please enjoy the rest of this new year. Hope you all are tidying your houses up, because this is the time as well to tidy your house. You're buying all these gifts and getting new things. Well, some things should be going out of the door. And that's just cost effective. You're going to buy new clothes, new shoes for winter, something should go out. So you bring 3 or 4 items in, at least 3 or 4 more should go out. That's common sense. Old shoes, old sweaters, jogging pants, t-shirts, whatever, donate, throw them out. If they're not worth wearing, shred them, throw them out. Paper, plastic, recycle, discard. I don't believe in a whole lot of stuff. I'm a stickler for being tidy. I don't like a lot of paper. I don't like a lot of nothing. And that's where I'm at in life. And really, I'm happy that way. I don't want a lot of stuff. I've had the best of everything. Trust me. Name brand clothes, shoes, purses, Dooney and Burke's, Louis Vuitton. I've had all that. That stuff don't mean nothing to me. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't care. I like being comfortable. I carry crossover bags for daytime, one, and my clutches are my evening bags for when I go out for the evening to a bar, lounge, something like that, party, function. I don't need no big old purse. I treated myself to one last year for my birthday. It's like a faux snakeskin black and white purse, really pretty. But I haven't even carried it yet. I don't need purses. I got rid of my purses last year before the new year, because I always do a clean sweep before the year. I always go through every purse, jewelry, makeup, food. I get rid of all of that, you know, to get rid of that bad. If you want to rid yourself of clutter, one thing is to stop buying things. Stop bringing things in. Stop hoarding. It's a form of gluttony, and it's in the Bible. It's a sin to be glutton with anything, food, items, it's all the same. And that's what I'm working on. And it's a work in progress. And that's why I always watch these decor videos, videos of hoarders because I don't want to be one of those people. My mother was a hoarder. My sister is a hoarder. My mother's house was filled with all brand new things, plastic bins, shopping bags. They were all around her bed. Brand new items in shopping bags. It was sad to see that this lady died in a house filled with new things. Kitchen filled with plastic bins with pajamas, brand new. Why she's finding stuff, I don't know. And I don't want to be that way. And so that's my advice to any of you. Oh, thank you all for the thumbs up. Thank you so much. You don't need all this stuff. You don't need your refrigerator filled with food busting out the refrigerator, your cabinets, your pantries. Stop getting all that stuff. I get it, you need an overflow of food to some degree if you have a family. That's different. But you still can buy too much even as a family. What I believe in is a single person is a spare. One toothpaste is open, I have another toothpaste on standby. Lotion, spare lotion, spare shampoo, spare conditioner. No, common sense. But I don't need 15 bottles of shampoo, 15 bottles of conditioner. That'll make no sense. Come on. You don't need all that. You just need a spare. Spare toothbrush. Just a spare. It goes for sheets, dish towels, washcloths. You don't need 60 washcloths. Wow. Just saying. This is how you get overflowed, and then you sit here like, oh, I need more room, I need a bigger place, like they've been saying. No, you don't need a bigger place, you need less stuff. That's true. Now, some of us are in smaller places to where you really don't have adequate storage, but some of you do have nice size homes, apartments. You just have too much junk in there. You know, all them videos I see on TV, oh, they've got bookshelves and a little shelf and a big shelf and a table and a this and a desk, and you look like, oh my God, why do you have all that stuff lined up on the wall like little army men? Oh, I hate that look. You don't need all that stuff. You don't need all that stuff. Because as this girl was saying in a video I watched the other day, she said, you buy all these figurines, and the more figurines you have, the more you got to dust. So I don't have them. She was in this UK cleaning show, and she was a cleaner, you know, to my people who like to keep their houses real clean. And she's like, you have all these figurines. She says, that's why I don't have them in my house, because the more you have, the more you got to pick up, you got to clean them, you got to dust them. That's true. So little bitty things, At some point, they're going to get dusty. Now you got to pick them up one by one and try to clean them. You know how long that's going to take? Angels, roosters, all other type of crazy stuff. No. Let me tell you what I do. Ralph, what? No, I have one toothbrush for 1 year. Oh, no. You need to change your toothbrush, baby. At least every 2 to 3 months, you need to be changing out your toothbrush. That's for hygienic purposes. But yeah, too much of, you don't need all this stuff. Yeah, you need a spare sock, underwear, shoe. But what I'm saying is, you don't need 100 pair of underwear. You don't need 100 pair of shoes. You know that. Everything's in moderation. And that's why a lot of people feel like they need a bigger place, because they've got so much stuff and they're busting out at the seams. You go through my closets right now, God has blessed me with a utility closet, a front closet, which has got some of my winter things in, winter shoes. Then I got another closet in my bedroom, which is wonderful. That's my dress clothes in there. I have minimized and downed everything, and everything's neatly put in there. And I'm glad I was able to have these 2 extra closets, you know, a front closet and a bedroom closet. So now my clothes can be separated, not, you know, bunched in together. It's wonderful. The utility closet, there's nothing in there. I've got a little scooter thing I use, you know, because I got a bad knee. It's like I call it the Cadillac. I got the big one over here. I got a small one in here. I'm gonna get rid of the small one. I want to sell it on Facebook, but Facebook won't let you put medical things on to sell. But I'm gonna get rid of the little small push roller. But other than that, that's all that's in there. That, a vacuum cleaner. The top shelf has a home phone I'm trying to sell. and a thing of antifreeze for when I had my truck. That and one of those reachers. Oh, and a small bucket for a mop. That's it. I don't have a lot of stuff in there. And I'm glad I don't want a lot of stuff. Same thing with under the sink. One little small basket with dishcloths and oven mittens, and then one small box, plastic container with cleaning products. I don't want a lot of stuff. I don't need it. Because that is so true. The more you have, the more you got to contend with and trying to stuff it in the cabinets and stuff's falling out. I watched this one girl, she's a Caucasian lady. She lives overseas and she comes to America sometime to clean people's houses for free. Ooh, she's cleaning this one white lady's house in New Jersey. Man, that lady got so much stuff in her kitchen. I was like, oh my God, what in the world is going on? Just bowls and old microwave. I mean, she got one of the microwaves, that's the big one from the 80s, you know, with the round top. You could put a whole damn, you could probably roast a pig in there. I mean, it's huge. And I thought, why don't you get a regular microwave? Why you got this big old microwave in your kitchen? I mean, that thing is huge. Just too much stuff she's got. And I mean, this girl is making videos that are about an hour long, just cleaning this lady's kitchen up. And I thought, oh my God, is this the only room they're gonna clean? Then they went to the dining room in the last episode, which aired yesterday. And I was like, oh my God, you get ready to tackle that dining room. It's like their living room. It needs some cleaning too from, you know, the view from the kitchen. I'm like, she got too much stuff. Seasoning from 2014. I kid you not. I thought I was on the screen. They were going through the seasonings and she looked at the date and they had 2014. I thought, because you're buying too much stuff. How long do you have seasoning from 2014? That don't make no sense. Come on now. 11 years old because you're buying too much stuff. Plastic bags, baggies, this and that, silver, cutlery, pots, pans, bowls, dishes. Oh my God, my head was spinning looking at all that stuff. Just ridiculous. And then this shows you what she's been spending her money on. Stuff. And then these people are the same ones we talking about they're broke, don't got no money. You don't have no money because you won't stay out from people's stores buying stuff. Because see, if you're buying stuff like dishes, Tupperware, glassware, coffee mugs, pots, pans, you're doing the same. You gotta stay out from people's stores. But I think it's something for failure adults. I'm working on other hobbies. Can you say one that is good for self-development? I don't know because I don't know what you like. Try board games. Board games are good. I saw the other day, about a week ago, I was looking on the Walmart website, you know, trying to find me another coffee maker to buy. And they had Connect Plus, Connect 4 Plus, whatever that means. I don't even know what that means. I have always liked Connect 4 because I think it's a good game. It's a good strategy game and it helps you think. And really, it's a good game for children. They become more visual creatures, which that's me now. I like visual. I don't like reading books anymore. I'm a visual person. But Connect 4 is a very good game. So you want to get away from playing a while back. It was like Uno cards that had the reverse on it. Oh my God, that was a damn near catastrophe. Playing with people Uno cards. Because they had so many different type of Uno cards. And I was just thinking, when did Uno have all these different cards in the deck? But it was interesting, you know. So that would be my advice. Crafty board games such as Connect 4, Uno, because they make you think. I don't know what type of video games you're playing, if they're violent or what, but Uno, you're being serious or not, because you know, a lot of people come to chat and try to disrupt the chat with crazy questions. But no, Connect 4 is a very good game. Right now, because I was looking at it on the website for Walmart, and I was saying, ooh, I wouldn't mind getting me another Connect 4 game. And I would like to get me another set of Uno cards. I'd like to get me some Uno cards. I also saw a different type of Monopoly on the website. So they're advancing these older games that I used to play with when I was a kid. So they got the Connect 4 Plus, they've got the Uno cards with the different, going in different directions and all that type of crazy stuff. And then they got a different type of Monopoly game out too. which I don't know much about it, but I think board games are healthy. I do. I remember playing Clue when I was younger. I always liked that game. That was a fun game to play, Clue. I never got into Sorry. That wasn't really my bag. I also had the Simon. When it light up, you have to hit the buttons. I used to love playing that when I was a kid. Yeah, those are the things I miss about being a kid too. Latif asked me about my childhood memories. I miss growing up in Chicago. I miss the neighborhood. I miss the friends, the neighbors. I miss going to the movies. Growing up in Chicago, I miss that as a kid. I miss all of it. I miss the city itself. I miss what Chicago was back then when I was a kid. It was a great city. It's still a great city. It has a lot of crime, of course, but Chicago has the food, skyscrapers. It's a lot to do in Chicago. And if you ever get a chance, I recommend you visit the city, preferably spring and summer when you can get out and enjoy, the vibe and the people and conjugate, in a warmer setting than in the winter. But Chicago's a great city. And if you ever get a chance to go to the library, you can see some of the great architecture of Chicago. The fire hall downtown near the water tower building. That fire hall is still standing today. It survived the Great Fire of Chicago. I believe that was 1871. Chicago had a fire, and that building survived the fire from the late 1800s. So, I love looking at Chicago history and Chicago buildings and the architecture, because the buildings are awesome. It's beautiful buildings, older mansions still standing. I'm sure, refurbished by some people with a little bit of pocket change. Science Museum, south side of Chicago, near the lakefront. Chicago is a wonderful city. Then you have some wonderful places outside of Chicago, suburbs that, people prefer to live, outside of the city. They can come in and shop and then go back home to where it's a little bit quieter, less crime. But Chicago is a great city. So I recommend you check it out if you ever get the chance. I'm going to check out of here, but I thank you all for joining me. And I wish you a happy holiday season. And mind the children, beware the children this holiday season and thereafter. And also beware of porch pirates. Don't leave any boxes outside that show what you bought, such as flat screens, video consoles, because now people know what's in your house. Get your security system if you can afford it. Be careful what you post on social media, especially if you're going to be traveling, going abroad, going out of town. You really don't need to be telling people you're leaving, because this will be the perfect time for people to break in your house while you're traveling and your Christmas tree and gifts are set out. You need to be very careful what you post to social media, what you talk about when you're out in public, and even when you're shopping. You need to be aware of your faculties when you're out shopping. Don't park next to vans. Don't buy things from people in the parking lots. Shop during the day if you can. Go in a group of people. Just be aware of your faculties, and make sure you watch when you're coming out of the parking lot that you're not being followed by a car, okay? Because people do follow people out of parking lots to their home to rob them, and it could be also more than one person in a car. So you need to be careful shopping, especially when you're going store to store, store to store. You're walking around. There are people in the mall, they're watching too, and they can follow you out to your car and rob you. So women, don't carry big purses. Don't carry your big Michael Kors, Louis Vuitton handbag. Leave that at home. Go buy you a nice, cheap crossover bag and just have a little pouch with your credit card's ID in. You do not need a big purse. Don't walk around with your keys and your phones in your hand, ladies. That's how you lose them. Leave them in the store. Keep them in the purse. Because I hate seeing people walk around talking in their hand. For what? That's what the purse is for. And when you're out shopping, do you really need to be talking to people on the phone? No, you don't. You want to get in the store, show them what you're buying, or if they like it, then you pull your phone out, video chat. You're done, put the phone up, put the keys up. Safety first. Like, share, subscribe. Drop your comments below this video. Also follow me on the Newsbreak app. I give commentary over there as well. And if you'd like to donate to this great network, $ Big Angie 129 Cash App. Stickers and chats are always welcome to the live stream. Yes, I'm trying to get a Keurig for Christmas. I'm taking Christmas donations because I want me a Keurig. I need me a coffee maker. So if you want to be kind to donate to the Keurig Fund or just a Christmas gift to the network, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. God bless all of you. Please be safe. I've enjoyed this live. And thank you for my new visitors and my subscribers. Talk to you guys later. You've been listening to The Vault Excel. Merry Christmas, everybody.